to you, or your girlfriend comes up to you and she says, I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I want this. All you can do is say, okay. That's it. Okay is a complete sentence in and of itself. Now, why are we being so short and so punctual? Well, we're doing it for two reasons. The first is to dissolve conflict. The second is to dissolve emotion. So when you come into a interaction like that, the person on the opposite end, or the person who's instigating the separation, they are going to be sitting there and they're going to be thinking that as soon as they dump you, you are going to be chasing, you're going to be saying, oh, but why? What can we do to fix this? What have I done wrong? But I was there for you, but I did everything. That's called a reactive state, okay? Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Chances are the reason why this relationship is dissolving is because as a man, you were being in a reactive state throughout the entire relationship. You just didn't know it.
Hello, everybody. Back in the workplace. In the present video, I will make sense of what to do if a lady dumps you. Assuming that a lady at any point dumps you or pulls from you, and essentially lets you know that she believes nothing more should exist with you, this is the very thing that you ought to do. There's just something single that you can do. Take a gander at her and you say, okay. That is all there is to it. You need to at absolutely no point ever reach her in the future. Never message her, never Snapchat her, never take a gander at her Instagram or her Instagram stories. Never get the telephone to call or FaceTime her. Never give her any approval or conviction. Think of how strong that is. When a lady parts ways with you, she quickly rethinks herself. At the point when a lady says, I simply don't think I can do this anymore. I'm not actually feeling it any longer. What she's expecting, what she's petitioning God for, her thought process will happen is that you will get in a responsive state and you will get profound. The moment you do that, you prove her right. This is a monstrous test. At the point when you breeze through this assessment, when you're ready to do that, most ladies separate in tears and say, I was simply joking. I was teasing. Please accept my apologies. I didn't actually intend that. I shouldn't have done that. At the point when you're ready to simply take a gander at a lady dead in the eyes and say, okay, that shows monstrous strength. It shows that you're not emotional. It shows that you have not been genuinely moved. It likewise shows that you have full conviction and original capacity inside yourself that you will be okay. You will be fine, and at last the mentality that you're conveying is assuming she chooses to leave. It is presently her misfortune, not yours. Very few people can work along these lines. Folks will reliably grip to one young lady. The explanation being is men in a general sense don't really accept that they are alluring. You would rather not sulk, you would rather not grieve, you would rather not be miserable, and you don't need or have to find opportunity to recuperate. The subsequent you accept this force crap that is pushed all through society. The subsequent you break liberated from that and comprehend that there are numerous things in this world deliberately stripping the will away from men to think judiciously and predominantly. The second that you accept this rubbish is the second that you will end up in an emotional state, laying in your bed, sobbing for the following 4 days over a lady. At the point when you really utilize logical thinking and truth, your feelings are not genuine. There will be a great deal of folks who say, I was informed that they're genuine. They're phony. At the present time, I awakened today. I could tell myself, I'm either glad to work or I'm miserable to work. I could perceive myself, I'm eager to make this video or I'm annoyed. That doesn't make any difference. The video needs to be done. My feelings are unimportant. The truth of the matter is you will lose. You will lose to folks like me who aren't constrained by feelings. You will lose each and every time you play into your feelings. For each hour you're taking in the room crying over a young lady who made you extremely upset, or each second you're crying that you're a casualty, or you can't do this, or you can't do that, simply realize you will lose. You will get outperformed because I don't give an F how I feel, as I'm about to outshine you. You would rather not get outshone. That implies you ought to immediately return to base thinking. If I somehow happen to get parted ways with, I would tell myself, this isn't genuine. It doesn't make any difference. I actually have a rooftop, food, and enough influence to go face another young lady. I have the capacity, temptation, appeal to make it happen. The subsequent, you get self-satisfied. You've been deprived of your layers of manliness. Your testosterone will diminish. Your disposition will diminish. You'll presumably get less cash flow. You'll be weak at the gym. You won't have the option to rest. You would rather not go down that street. So don't grieve. Try not to let yourself know you really want time to recuperate. Try not to let yourself know any of that, since you're taking yourself from all that made you a man in any case. Number 3, quickly date another young lady. You will get a lot of folks and a lot of ladies that attempted to let you know you want to carve out margin for yourself. The additional time you spend without help from anyone else works with the possibility that she was the only one you could get. On the off chance that you're right on track, you ought to have the option to go out any Friday or Saturday night and create choices. You ought to have the option to show more elevated levels of social worth. You ought to know how to stroll in with an unshakable companion bunch. Track down a lady without really causing it to appear as though you're conspicuously hitting on her. At the point when you have this capacity, when you have these expressive gestures, the last thing that you're frightened of is producing more choices. On the off chance that a lady was to dump you, supplant her with one that is significantly more alluring and more sweltering than her. Try not to get into a powerless headspace. Feel like the man. On the off chance that you don't feel like the man, you will feel like a man lost in all of society. You really want to segregate from these feelings. Get more grounded, have a standard more grounded on an objective truth, and comprehend that life is a struggle as a man. In the event that you can adjust that affliction and be more grounded than it, you will begin to win in each space that you didn't believe was imaginable. The next thing that you need to do will be don't focus on monogamy. In the event that your lady is working for another man harder than she is working for her man, you are really not her man. In the event that a lady really needs you, she will battle like the devil through some serious hardship and high water to show what she can do from the pack. She will successfully show that she has more worth than her beauty and her body. She will effectively show you that she offers a greater amount of real value than even what's in the sheets, or how great her mouth can function at time to time in the event that you understand what I'm attempting to say. Try not to focus on monogamy, except if ladies will invest effort to please and to keep you. This is the kind of qualities you need to search for. Ladies who are bringing new amazements. Perhaps she comes over with espresso. Perhaps she comes over with food. Perhaps she comes over with XYZ. Perhaps she needs to simply come over. She needs to assist you with cleaning your home. Work on your motivation. Offers to go to the exercise center with you. She will fundamentally emit this appearance that says, "Hello, I'm a partner. I'm here to help you." This is the kind of characteristics a lady will show. A ton of you have never had that kind of veritable craving from a lady previously. What's more, that is not a problem. The truth of the matter is, in the event that you have not had that degree of authentic longing previously, you need to diversely hold yourself. I see such countless men requesting exhortation. You need to make the character of a sort of fellow that obtains results. In the event that you don't obtain results, the speedier you can form yourself into a person who comes by results, the more achievement you will have. Try not to focus on monogamy, except if she will work for you. Then, gain from previous mishaps. Assuming you have been unloaded, that implies you have committed errors in the route. There's botches inside your manly edge. There's most likely errors inside your enchantment.